Good morning and welcome to our video podcast. Today we'll be talking about how to realise savings from efficiency and productivity improvements. Your host today will be Tony Lee, our Business Development Manager. Over to you, Tony.
Good morning. I'm here to talk to you today about how Capita can support you in realising savings from efficiencies and productivity improvements in your business, specifically around optimising the use of your financial business systems. As you may know, Capita Integrated Business Solutions has been providing financial business systems to both public and private sector organisations for more than 30 years. We currently have more than 200 customers for whom we are delivering savings through efficiency and productivity improvements. In order to realise the full value of your financial business system, and thereby be able to utilise efficiencies in order to deliver savings, you first need to ensure that you fully understand what your system can do for you and how you can utilise functional aspects that may be included within your application, like inbuilt workflows and robotic process automation, for instance. In 2018, organisations will need to adapt to the changing world in order to remain efficient and productive. By ensuring you have the correct business processes in place, you will provide the agility your organisation needs to succeed. A new year is a new opportunity to identify and prioritise your financial initiatives through a clearly defined strategy. It also presents an opportunity to look at what processes you have in place and ask yourself the questions: does this process really benefit my business? If it does, then that's all well and good. However, if not, is there a more efficient way to do this? This may be something as simple as utilising the functionality of an online supplier portal that allows your suppliers to communicate with you without having to call you on the phone, meaning that your staff spend less time answering the phone to suppliers and more time focusing on important aspects of their job role. Alternatively, it could be something a little more complex, like using robotic process automation to automate key processes within your business, ensuring that key staff are not tied up in large-scale, repetitive manual processes. If you find that you are unable to utilise financial aspects within your financial business system to improve your efficiency and productivity, it may be time to consider making a business case to find a solution that better suits your needs. Creating a business case involves creating an analysis of your needs and problems, one of which might well be that the current functionality of your finance system is inefficient in relation to your needs, and forming a proposal for alternative solutions, making assumptions around constraints and costs. Most importantly, when considering any business case, you should include a risk-adjusted cost-benefits analysis, and you should consider in that cost-benefit analysis whether making use of tools like workflows and robotic process automation will have a positive impact on your resource. In considering the efficiency of your current financial business system, you need to consider what your strategic objectives are, how you're going to achieve these objectives, and why it is important that you do achieve them. We call this a benefit dependency network. In real terms, if you have a strategic objective to lower costs, one of the ways to do this may be to look at what you are currently paying for your financial business system and consider whether it is delivering you real value for money. Are you able, for instance, to achieve financial savings by moving your financial business system away from your own IT infrastructure and instead looking at a supplier-hosted or cloud model? Can you decrease your own risk by having your systems hosted in the cloud? Aside from not having to be burdened with managing data backups or taking responsibility for disaster recovery or server management, a system hosted in the cloud pushes the service management responsibility back onto your supplier, freeing up your own resources to focus on other, more important tasks. Another strategic objective to consider might be to improve the quality of information that is available to your business. Is the business intelligence function of your current system robust enough to deliver the information that you require in a timely and efficient manner? Can a manager use system dashboards to identify in real time how he or she is performing against their key performance indicators or KPIs? Does the information that your system provides you support timely decision making that is altogether better because the information that is available to you is both accurate and provided when you want it? Similarly, are all those decision makers in your organisation seeing the same information at the same time? We call this one version of the truth. Our Integra Finance and e-procurement solution incorporates a number of high-level concepts designed to support your business in becoming more efficient and more productive. A key element of Integra is the capability to support all users across your business through self-service functionality. This may be at an organisation-wide level to facilitate procurement, or may be only applicable to budget holders and managers, for instance. Integra's self-service functionality allows employees throughout the organisation to procure goods in a controlled and yet non-restrictive fashion. Using Integra, an employee can log into the system using an internet browser and select items for purchase. You can import supplier catalogues into Integra, and the system will automatically direct your users to purchase from your preferred suppliers or to punch out to supplier catalogues to support purchases, meaning that you remain in control of what you allow your employees to purchase and where they purchase from. The workflows in Integra can be configured to ensure that every purchase requisition can be approved by the departmental budget holder prior to becoming a purchase order. A second level of authorization can also be applied for certain purchases. For instance, if an employee is purchasing a laptop, the workflow can be configured so that the request can be authorized by a member of the IT team, ensuring that the laptop is of an appropriate technical specification prior to being passed to the departmental budget holder for approval. Once a budget holder approves a purchase, this approved requisition then generates a purchase order within Integra, which can automatically be sent to your supplier. When the supplier dispatches the goods and those goods are received by you, the receipt is recorded in Integra and matched to the original requisition. Likewise, when the supplier invoice is received by you, Integra will reconcile the invoice with both the purchase order and the original requisition before it sends the invoice for payment. Alternatively, a similar authorization workflow can be configured to facilitate approval of the invoice either by the budget holder or the original requisitioner before the invoice can be paid. Integra's budget and forecasting tool allows your budgeting to be managed within Integra. Once an initial high-level budget has been created, it can then be passed to the individual budget holders to approve or amend as necessary. The Integra workflows will create notifications so that you can see at all times during the budget creation process where a departmental budget is sitting and whether or not it has been improved and returned for consolidation. At all times, the budget remains in the system, and any changes to the budget are made in Integra rather than externally, and then imported back into the system. This is particularly useful as it avoids having multiple budgets on spreadsheets external from the finance system, and it streamlines whilst controlling your budget creation process. Another function within Integra is eForms. Integra contains self-service eForms which can be used to replace almost any paper-based process you have within your business. Using eForms enhances process efficiency as there's no need to rekey data. eForms also allows validation against data that is already held in Integra, and because the use of eForms is digital and recorded and thereby fully auditable, it reduces your exposure to any potential compliance policy validation. The other thing to consider on eForms is that the functionality is not necessarily limited to the finance system. It's not finance system specific. eForms can be used for adding new employees or suppliers, changing details, or making requests. With eForms, basically, if you can do it on paper. Another useful self-service element in Integra is that of user dashboards. Integra dashboards can be added to user home pages and configured to report on multiple data sets according to the requirements of a user. This means that, for instance, a budget holder can see real-time graphics that identify how his department is performing against budget, forecast, or against the same period in a previous year. The dashboards also allow the user to drill down or across through the data streams right back to original transactions. Integra works on the concept of pushing information out to users when they need it, rather than waiting for a user to ask for it. The configurable Integra workflows provide reports and alerts, for instance when a purchase request will breach a departmental budget, to users, making them aware of what's going on rather than waiting for them to ask a question. We recognise that organisations are constantly changing, and Integra supports structural changes to your business through the use of organisational views and hierarchies that support innovations like dragging and dropping of individuals, groups of employees, or even entire departments within the hierarchical structure of the business. When using this functionality, where applicable, the budgets and spends move with the department or budget holder, and other data updates automatically to reflect the change. Now, as I said earlier, we currently have more than 200 clients in the UK using Integra to deliver efficiencies and productivity improvements within their businesses. We have public sector clients in both central and local government and also in the NHS. We also have clients in blue light organisations like the police, fire and emergency services, the housing sector and the private sector. We've contributed to supporting clients achieving substantial savings and improving their own productivity and efficiency, and this includes supporting Barnet Council, who are anticipating savings of £126 million over the lifetime of a 10-year contract. Building process efficiencies that help our clients realise a 60% decrease in the time it takes for them to process invoices, yet at the same time providing them with a full audit trail. And supplying double import or supporting double import in rationalising the number of suppliers and reducing the total supplier base by almost 50%. We're working with Double Import to support them in overhauling their current finance and procurement operations. In doing so, we've been able to help them streamline their central accounts function, which has delivered them some significant benefits, including reducing the amount of trade suppliers by almost 50%, supporting them in expediting a quicker month-end close process, and providing a reduction in financial penalties and interest payments. Another one of our UK customers is the Highland Council in Scotland, who implemented Integra to replace their incumbent Oracle system a couple of years ago. We supported the council in using Integra to introduce new and more efficient ways of working. We've been able to improve the availability of management information for the council and provide them with increased visibility of all of their financial activities. Our philosophy is to work with customers in a partnership environment. As your supplier, we want to support you and support the growth of your business. And critically for Highland Council, they consider Integra to be a platform for growth, underpinning Integra's value to them not only as a finance management solution for today, but also for tomorrow as well. The Integra Productivity Suite is a suite of functional modules available within the Integra Finance and e-procurement solution, specifically packaged to enable significant process improvements to your operation and deliver you a measurable return on your investment. The Productivity Suite has been created in conjunction with our Integra user base to target common areas where processes can be made more efficient. These include the use of Integra eForms, which I discussed earlier, which enables you to experience next-generation data management by moving you towards a paperless environment. The electronic invoice management also supports this. Integra Mobile allows you to manage and monitor your procurement on the go. As Integra is a web-enabled application, its full functionality can be accessed from a mobile device such as a tablet or iPad. We have also developed a mobile phone interface that allows budget holders to manage and authorize from their mobile phone. The Integra P2P Analytics Suite uses prepared reports to provide the insight required to enable you to deliver positive business outcomes by highlighting and thereby allowing you to address and resolve pain points in your process. Integra P2P Analytics has been designed to support you in reducing the time and cost of processing purchase requisitions, purchase orders and invoices, freeing up management bandwidth to focus on procurement savings plans, and targeting supplier efficiencies, process performance, requisition and invoice management. And Integra Budgeting allows you to streamline the budget setting and forecasting exercise and empowers your budget holders to take ownership of and be responsible for the management of their own budgets. So that, I hope, gives you a flavour of Integra and how it can support you, in the same way that we're supporting over 200 other clients in realising savings from efficiency and productivity improvements. What I've talked about today, though, is just the tip of the iceberg. For more information, please do get in touch with us. We invite you to provide us with your challenges. We want to engage directly with you in order to discuss how we can help you to transform your organisation. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.